Hi there, my name's Bridie. Just before we get started for our yin practice, just making sure you've got yourself a strap or scarf or belt, something that you could use in replacement for a strap, and also a bolster and a block too if you've got one handy. We have a yin practice today to help build flexibility for our splits pose. At the same time, we're nourishing the stomach, the bladder, the spleen and the kidney meridian lines, therefore our organs. So we're going to start down on our backs. It's taking a moment to settle in for your practice. Got some shorter holds today, making a shorter yin practice for you if you're a bit of a busy person. So it is just 30 minutes, so really here, giving yourself permission to let go and relax for just 30 minutes. Just following your breath into that relaxation. Coming to bring the right hand onto the belly, the left hand into the center of your chest. Just starting to zoom your awareness into the movement of your breath underneath the palms. From this awareness, can you feel your breath beginning to smooth out, maybe lengthen out? Starting to relax through the brows, the jaw, just allowing the tongue to drop from the top of the mouth. Soft through the chest, through the belly, heavy through the shoulders. Less tension for the breath to have to move through, giving the breath more space to expand. Relaxing the glutes. The legs are heavy from the hip sockets. The feet hang from the ankles, soft all the way down to your toes. Finding a few more conscious breaths here. And starting to draw your right knee in towards your tummy. Just giving it a nice little squeeze in towards the chest. Maybe here drawing some circles with the knee on the ceiling. And then coming back in the opposite direction. And finding your strap, placing the strap around the sole of the foot and finding a nice big loop in the strap. From here we're coming to bring the strap around our occipital bone just behind the ears here. And starting to give the weight of your head into the strap. And then from here is where we adjust the strap, so maybe you feel you have a little more space through the back of the leg. Just tightening the strap, making sure the buckle isn't on the foot or on the head. And just letting yourself hang in a hammock here, arms relaxed down by your sides. And just completely letting go through that left leg. Maybe again zooming back in on your natural breath. And I'll let you know when it's time to come out. And a long, smooth breath down to the back of the right hamstring. And as you exhale, just coming to bring the strap, release it from around your head, drawing the right knee in towards the belly, and then re-lengthening through the right leg. Be a gentle rock of the hips from side to side here. And taking it straight into our left side, drawing the left knee in towards the chest. Nice little squeeze. Again, maybe finding circles with the knee. And then when you feel ready, coming to bring the strap around the sole of the left foot. And again, you might want to lengthen the loop a little bit more so you can readjust for this side, knowing that this side may feel different than the other. And we place it around the back of the head. And starting to give the weight of the head to the strap. Right leg is relaxed completely. Arms relaxed down by your side. And again, sending a breath down the back of the left hamstring. Bringing hands to the strap, releasing the strap from around the head. And releasing the strap from around the foot, re-lengthening the left leg long again, little rock from side to side through the hips. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. And relaxing even more on your exhale breath, maybe taking that breath out through the mouth. And transitioning nice and slow from here, just rolling on to your left hand side. And peeling your body slowly from the earth to rise as we move into our next pose. We're going to find our saddle pose. I've got a few options here. We can go one leg at a time, so bringing the left heel outside the left hip. We extend the right leg long. Might be enough for you to remain seated. Otherwise, we slowly start to make our way down onto our block or our bolster, just bringing the bolster into the lower back here. And we come to rest the spine down, taking the arms out wide. We can also incline the bolster, bringing the block behind the bolster so it's inclined. Or maybe you want more of a heart opener here, you can bring the block in between the shoulder blades to rest back. And to take it deeper, we do both legs at once, so both heels outside of the hips. I'm going to use my block today. Resting shoulder blades around the block, bringing the block to the base of the shoulder blades, and the rest of the length comes up towards the base of the neck, making sure the head is grounded wherever you are. And if you're going with a single leg option, I'll let you know when we're halfway. We've got 4 minutes here. We can swap over the legs. If you've gone for single leg, just starting to switch to the other side here. Drawing right heel outside the right hip, lengthening the left leg long.
Using your next couple of breaths, just start to bring the arms back down by your side, planting the forearms, the palms, ground into the elbows, beginning to lift the spine from your prop. Maybe you're all the way down on your back. So moving your props off to the side, coming to lift through the hips, leaning the hips to one side and re-extending long through the legs, just finding gentle windshield wiper from side to side. And we're moving into our sleeping swan pose, coming to bend into the right knee, extending the left leg long behind. Option for deer, we bring the left knee to the right foot. And using any props that you need, we're coming to fold forward over the right leg so we can bring the bolster in front of our torso to drape the body forward. Otherwise, maybe you use your block to rest your forehead on. We can always stack the fists to rest the forehead, maybe coming all the way down to the earth, releasing the forehead down to the mat. And using your next couple of breaths again to slowly release from the pose. Ground the palms, lift through the torso. Moving into the left side, just release from the right hip. And bringing the left leg forward, bending into the knee, extending the right leg long behind or drawing the right knee to the sole of the left foot. Just allowing yourself, your hips to settle into the pose. Again, it might be enough to stay up tall or using your prop to fold forward over or coming to rest the forehead down towards the mat. And grounding into the palms, rising through the head, walking the hands back in towards the body. Again, leaning to the left to come out, releasing both of the legs forward. Again, we'll find a windshield wiper of the legs from side to side, releasing through the hips. Next we have our Dragon Lunge. It's coming into your tabletop. And from here we're stepping the right foot outside the right pinky finger. We have a few options for our props to support us here. We can bring the bolster just above that left knee for support. Hands come back down to the earth. Maybe you wish to use the bolster to bring the earth a little higher to you, bringing hands onto the bolster, leaning a little deeper into the hip. You do have the option to come down to your forearms, or of course just using the earth to hold your body if you wish to take this pose a little bit deeper. And we can again stack the foreheads or find your block to rest the head. Otherwise, just allowing the head to hang heavy from the neck. This is a pose often where the body can start to tense up quite a lot. So can you just be aware of that and start to use your breath to release body parts that don't need to be used to hold yourself here in this position. Notice if you're squeezing through the glutes. Let the belly be soft. Keep the breath smooth. And for your last minute, either choosing to remain in your lunge or option to find your cat tail twist here, grabbing the back foot, opening into a bind. Maybe you find your dragon split starting to extend through that right leg. And if you have your bind, slowly starting to release your bind. If you're in your split, maybe you come to roll to the belly to come out. Otherwise, if you're in your lunge, finding the palm of your hand, starting to draw back into the left knee, then releasing back into your tabletop. We find our dragon lunge to the other side, left foot steps forward to the outside of the left pinky finger. Again, adjusting your props as you need them. It might look a little different on this side, as it will probably feel a little different. And settling in again, closing down your eyes, just allowing the head to be heavy. And again, for your last minute, choosing to take the bind, we bend into the right knee. Left hand grab the hold of the foot. Otherwise, we find our dragon split here, extending through the left leg. Two more cycles of breath. And again, finding your exit, releasing your bind, hands to the earth, drawing back into that right knee, releasing the left knee underneath the hip. Let's find a little rock from side to side. From here we come down into our Pentacle Pose. Our final resting pose, moving to your back. Taking legs out long, feet wider than the hips. An option to bring that bolster underneath the knees, super comfy to release through the lower back. Arms come out nice and long by your side, palms face up towards the sky. And coming back to zoom your awareness in on your natural breath. Noticing any sensations of chi starting to shift through your energy lines, your meridian lines. Front, back of legs through the hips. Nourishing, balancing out through the stomach, the kidney, the spleen, the urinary bladder. resting here in stillness to allow your body to have that time to sort through all of that new movement, fresh energy, any release. If you do need to head off into your day, I think we're well and truly 30 minutes. If you do have the time, as always, I invite you to stay on your back for as long as you can. We're going to finish here together, just getting up in your own time, whenever that may be for you. But I thank you for joining me very much. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Namaste.